Hi there folks, and welcome to Providence. I'm KK, and this is your Sagittarian weekly reading starting for the 5th of August 2019. Weekly reading for Sagittarius starting Monday the 5th of August 2019. This reading is general and is for Sagittarius Moon, Sun, Rising and Venus signs, as well as welcome to the cross watchers. You are more than welcome here. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is a general collective reading for Sagittarius for the 5th of August, weekly reading. If this does resonate with you, I would appreciate you to subscribe, like, and please leave a comment. I would love to know what's going on for you. Oh, and that's where we're stopping. Can't even get it out. The Eight of Cups. I am reshuffling that because I have a silly feeling I had the deck around the wrong way. So my apologies. Certainly starting off with the Eight of Cups for you, Sagittarius. Very sorry about the deck. I had a funny feeling I was doing that while I was shuffling. Anyway, we have rectified. The overall energy is the Two of Wands. Well, the Two of Wands can speak of a Gemini, Libra or Aquarian, and is certainly a card of planning. I like to see it as the future planning card. This gentleman is obviously standing in between his wands. He's chosen an option, I always feel. He's holding on to this wand and he's looking at a little globe. I don't know if you could quite see that, but a globe in his hand of the world, looking out across his kingdom, wondering what he's going to do next. Planning, progress, you know, decisions to make. As I said, I always feel this card, the decision has been made. You've had options, you've chosen one, you're now in a planning phase of what to do with that. So that's a lovely energy to start the week off with, my Sagittarians. So, you are the Eight of Cups. That's how you're coming into this week. What's crossing you is the Queen of Swords. What is in your recent past is the Seven of Pentacles. In your foundation is the Four of Pentacles. Crowning you is the Empress. Lovely. And in the future is the Two of Cups reversed. All right, Sagittarians, let's have a look at this for you for the week of the 5th of August. Just move that. I've just cleaned this table and it was the worst thing I could have done. All the cards are sticking to it. The Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups always talks about emotion. It's also talking about a disappointment, a withdrawal, abandoning an idea, which is interesting that this is the planning of ideas energy. Perhaps you've been planning this for a while. This week you're deciding that that's not the way you want to go. As you can see, the Eight of Cups are lying down here, and the person is turning their back on it. It's very close to the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So you've certainly made up your mind. You're turning your back on this idea. It's not for you. It could have been something that you'd been working on and are slightly disappointed about, you know, disappointed about the outcome or the, you know, path it was taking. But in saying that, you do have 8 cups. You know, so you're very close to that wish fulfillment that you've been wanting, and you're about to go up the mountain again. You've got the strength to do this. As I said, the Eight of Cups are there. You're taking you know, that wisdom with you up the mountain to a brighter future. So certainly I find this quite a positive card. I know some people don't, but I do. I really feel that you're taking that wisdom. You've decided, you know, that this is not the way you want to go. And you're heading up that mountain to find greener pasture, so to speak. It's also a little bit of unknowns as well. You've got the sun and the moon. I don't know if you can quite see that. So you're illuminated by the sun, which is absolutely wonderful. Then you've got this moon energy, this intuition. You know, still things are yet to be revealed, but they will be as you make your way up the mountain. So very interesting, Sagittarians. Crossing you is the Queen of Swords. Your energy, you're coming into this. Well, we all know what the Queen of Swords is like. She is a tough cookie, that Queen of Swords. Very independent, very clear in her judgment, very clear boundaries, and very direct. I know that some people call her sort of the bad bitch of the tarot. I'm sorry if you don't like that language, but I mean that in an affectionate way. I actually love the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords cuts through all that BS that you do not need. So maybe that's why you've chosen to walk away from whatever this is. You have sniffed the BS a mile away and you're just not going to put up with it. The Queen of Swords is great. As I said, I love the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords to me has led a life. Not necessarily a pretty one. She has a lot of wisdom and experience from the life that she has lived, and she has become the Queen, and she really has no time for anybody else's crap. She puts an end to it very, very quickly and very, very directly. Look at that sword. She is just waiting to slam that down. And look, and when I refer to the Queen or kings or, you know, any genders, I don't speak in gender. So this can be a man, you know, with this energy going on. So please don't read too much into the genders, but certainly into the energies that they present. So the Queen of Swords, as I said, is your energy. I really feel that this is you, Sagittarian. It can also be an Aries or a Leo, but I'm getting a very strong feeling that this is you. In your recent past, here we go. We have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is great. It's a concerted effort. You've been working very hard. You've planted the seed. You're harvesting. You're seeing what you have been growing, the seeds of your hard labour. It's a long-term view, you know. You've been working on this for a very long time. You've planted the seeds. You've watered them. You've sung songs to them. You've gone and pulled the weeds out. You've fertilized it, you know, and you're reaping the benefits here. The Seven of Pentacles, absolutely. Perseverance. You've invested in this, Sagittarius. So this is something that's certainly in your past, and I have a feeling this Eight of Cups, you've decided to walk away from it, which is very interesting. In your foundation, you have the Four of Pentacles. There's a lot of pentacles going on in this reading, so I'm feeling this is very work-related. We'll have a little look at that in a second, but I'm feeling this is a work situation. The Four of Pentacles. Some people seeing it as saving money, being frugal. You know, having that security. You're crowned by pentacles. You're holding one very close. You've even got your feet on them. You know, so you're really squirreling away the savings. I also sometimes see this card as an energy of scarcity. A little bit of a fearful card to me. I know that some people don't see it like that. so I won't put too much of my energy into it, but that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling this is a scarcity card. You're a bit fearful that you're not going to have enough. And I think that fear, you know, which is probably unfounded, is actually coming from this Eight of Cups, you walking away. You had been growing something, you've decided to turn your back on it, and I think there is a little bit of a part of you that is just concerned that you're not going to have enough. So you're hoarding what you can, but in a very controlling way. I don't think the situation is probably as dire as you're feeling that it is. Because you've still got 4 Pentacles, yeah? You can still pay the bills here. There's a roof over your head. But I think that's a feeling in your foundation, you know, that's on your mind. But what's crowning you? Which is the reason why I'm saying I think that's how you're feeling, and it's unfounded, is because you have the Empress. The Empress, the absolute divine feminine. Look at the Empress in all her glory. The Empress represents fertility, abundance, beauty, nurturing. She's the divine feminine. She's on her crown, on her throne, reclining back with her feet in the earth, the trees growing around her, the flowers and stars on her head. She is abundance personified. That's why I feel that the 4 of Pentacles here is unfounded, because this is actually what's crowning you. You are going to be abundant. It is fertile ground for you to work on. That's what the Empress brings to you. The Empress is all the queens put together. You know, so it's all those elements and all those skills and all those attributes that the queens of the different suits hold in one person. It's absolute abundance, an absolute fertility of whatever ideas you're hoping you're going to find up this mountain. It's wonderful. And in the future, we have the 2 of Cups reversed. So the 2 of Cups reversed, to me, actually speaks of self-love. The 2 of Cups in the upright position speaks of partnerships and unity, and some people refer to it, you know, as a lover's card, a flirting card, all that sort of thing. But for me, it doesn't mean a partnership necessarily in love. It can be a relationship to the self, and it can be also like a, you know, like a business partnership. It's a mutual attraction to the qualities of each other. As I said, in the reverse for me, this is the self-love card. Absolutely. So it's the alignment with yourself, and just those aligning, I guess, back into your true purpose and your highest good, and resonating with love for yourself and being kind to yourself. That's how I see the 2 of Cups reversed. So again, I think if we have an overview of your week, this week, Sagittarius, I'm going to go back to this because I think it's very interesting now we've gone through the whole reading. So let me start here. You this week, you know, in the power of the 8 of Cups, you have all that wisdom, which you're taking with you. You're not abandoning the wisdom, but you're abandoning the idea or the plan or the commitment that you had. You're taking that wisdom because this quite hasn't worked out quite how you thought it was going to. You're disappointed. It can be a breakup situation, but it's an abandonment of that path for you. You're turning your back. You're taking that wisdom. You're illuminated by the sun. It's going to be light as you walk up that mountain, but there's some unknowns about where you're going. You've got the moon here. You know, so there's a little bit unknown of what the destination is going to be. You know, so that's great. The Queen of Swords, one of my whole favourite cards in the deck, is your energy, Sagittarius. You are turning your back on this situation. You're abandoning that idea, you know, that plan. It's a breakup from work. It could be you leaving a job or a company. It could be leaving a partner. But you're certainly abandoning something because you're seeing the BS in it. The Queen of Swords doesn't put up with anything like that. You know, you sniff it a mile away. You're in this energy. This is you just going, nope, I've had enough. I have had enough. I'm not putting up with that any longer. I'm taking my wisdom and I'm going to greener pastures. That's what that is about. I think in the past, and I think this relates to the Eight of Cups, you have had a really good plan. You have invested in this project or this idea or this partnership or this company at work for a really long time. You know, you've worked very hard, you've been very dedicated, you've invested a lot of time, and you were seeing the results of that. But something's come in, something's happened, and you've decided, you know, to go your separate ways. I think by choosing to go your separate ways, which I think is the right decision for you to do, you have a feeling of instability in your finances in particular. You're feeling unstable. I don't think it's probably as bad as you're feeling that it is, because you certainly do have some pentacles very close to you. But I think it's a feeling of scarcity. What am I going to do? Where's the next paycheck going to come from if you've left a job? How am I going to get on? How am I going to pay the bills? I think you will. You absolutely will, because crowning you is the Empress. The Empress is all about abundance. There's abundance at the top of the mountain, Sagittarius. There is abundance. This is the top of the mountain. Look at those trees and that view and the meadows that the Empress is in. It's all about fertility and abundancy. And up at the top of that mountain is where you're going to find a little bit of self-love. I think the journey up the mountain is going to be a little bit of self-love for you. You're going to be realigning with yourself. You're going to be resonating with your heart. I really do feel that this is either a work situation or, regrettably, it's a love situation that hasn't turned out so well. But believe me, it is going to. It's teaching you and realigning you to yourself and your self-love. The top of the mountain is beautiful. It's the Empress. It's beautiful. You're so making the right decision here, Sagittarius. I so hope you want to do that. And then I'm going to relate it back here to this Two of Wands, the overriding energy. I think you're planning how you're going to do this. You're coming up with a new plan. The Eight of Cups is forcing you to abandon your old plan and to come up with a new one. And it's coming from a place of truth for you. It's coming from a place of abundance and fertility and aligned to who you are and your truth. That's what the Two of Wands is all about. This is quite exciting, Sagittarius. I would love to know if this is resonating with you. Please leave me a comment and let me know what this is all about. Lastly, I always like to take a message from the Spirit Annals Oracle, because I just love these cards. So give me a sec while we just do a quick second shuffle of this deck. So I do shuffle and meditate on all the cards off camera. But we'll find something, we'll find what they want to tell you for this week. Sagittarius. One card for Sagittarius for the week, the 5th of August 2019. One card for Sagittarius, the 5th of August 2019. One card for Sagittarius for the 5th of August 2000. That is sticking. The Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. How wonderful. Spirit has your back. I love these cards. It's the number 23, if that has any significance to anybody out there. Eagle Spirit is coming to tell you Spirit has your back. Spirit has your back on the way up the mountain. Absolutely. Spirit has your back in this abundancy that is at the top of the mountain once you get there. It seems like it's going to be a hard road, but I really don't think it is. I think this is the right choice, Sagittarius. Absolutely. So Eagle Spirit is about the eagle flying high above the other birds, soaring on the wind, on top of the mountain where you're travelling. On top of this mountain to where this is. Eagle Spirit has appeared to us whether you're willing to soar to new heights, even if that means solitude for a short while. When the storm flashes across the sky, it is Eagle Spirit that raises you above it all, helping you to conquer fear and overcome adversity, reminding you that Spirit has your back and wants you to experience life at its fullest. Boldly build your nest in a lofty space and know that now you can fly effortlessly, proudly embodying Eagle Spirit in all its glory and grace, claiming what is truly yours in divine timing. This is exactly what we've been talking about. I love it when the cards do that. So Eagle Spirit lives on top of this mountain. Spirit has your back. Yeah, you're being asked to trust in Spirit and divine timing. This is why you're walking away. It doesn't feel right. Something hasn't gone as you had thought it would. Yeah, this hasn't gone quite how you thought it would. Up that mountain is this beautiful abundance. Spirit has your back. This is where the eagle lives. The eagle lives in the highest trees on top of the mountain. Yeah, and Spirit is coming in to realign you with yourself, asking you to do that so you can plan the next phase to move forward with. Absolutely beautiful reading, Sagittarius. Once again, if you do like this, please click subscribe, like. Please leave me a comment because I would love to know about your journey up the mountain and the beautiful vista that awaits you up there. All the best with the week ahead, and I wish you much love and light along the way. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.